Good day, everyone. World Money Wins here. I hope your day is going awesome. I just watched a video from a YouTube channel called The Gold Standard. Really good channel. He's having a little issues getting money out of his bank. He did one earlier where he withdrew, I think, 1,000 British pounds. He's in the UK. And another YouTuber, 365 Days of Silver, has a real long playlist of his saga of trying to get his money out of the bank. In some as low as, I think the lowest amount that he wanted to just withdraw from a bank teller was 500 pounds. And the most he wanted to withdraw was 2,500 pounds. If you get a chance, check out those channels. And I'm wondering if this is what a bank run looks like. I'm not saying it because I'm an expert on bank runs, but I'm more of, I guess, a thought experiment. Is this a bank run? Is this what we're now experiencing, where if you go to a bank to get, say, $1,000 or $3,000 of your money, and you want it in cash, just to have on hand for emergencies or to pay a contractor that's doing work for you, if they won't give it to you, or they ask you 1,000 questions on why do you need this money, what are you doing it for. And I understand that some banks must ask these questions. Part of their protocol is to make sure their customers are not getting scammed, and I understand that. That seems reasonable to me, because there's an elderly lady goes in there that's 90 years old and she wants to withdraw $3,000. First thought out of my head as a teller, I'm going to think this lady's getting scammed. Somebody's trying to sell her, a timeshare or something like that, or something stupid, and is trying to rob this old lady. So I do kind of understand why they can do the probing questions, even though it is literally none of their business why you want to have your money in your hand. But it seems like what's happening now is the banks are not, they're saying that they're doing it in the interest of scams, but this is for like younger people that are wanting to pay contractors, or they have an emergency bill. I've got to pay this contractor. He's at my house now. I got to pay him, and I have to pay him in cash. He's done the work. There's going to be problems if I don't. I've got tons of money in the bank. I just need 2,500 to pay the contractor. Please give me my money. And they've come up with these excuses where we don't have that much money on hand to give out, and I understand that also, but I know that banks keep more than $2,500 on hand. They keep tens of thousands of dollars on hand. I used to work in a bank. I actually used to work for US Bank, and that was a very major bank out on the West Coast. And I could tell you, I could grab $100,000 and hold it in my hand at the branch level. Well, maybe, yeah, I could probably grab $100,000 in cash if I wanted to. I mean, I could just hold it in my hand, not steal it, but obviously, but hold it in my hand and say, here's $100,000 to be used for bank business. It's not at the teller window, obviously. The teller windows don't have, they have just a tiny fraction of that. But they do have that in the vault. There's a separate area where they keep the large sums of cash. So somebody that wants to go in there with a gun and hold the place up, they can't really get all that money. But I was thinking about it, and I'm going to put a link to the video that the Gold Standard did. It's entitled, "This Happened to Me at the Bank Today." And if you want to just type that in the search bar of YouTube, also you'll see 365's video. I'll link his channel as well, or his playlist. I think he's got a playlist for it. The temptation is for people that are in other countries like the United States to say, well, that's England, that's not here, that's over there in Europe. But things that happen in Europe come here. Usually we're a couple weeks to a couple months behind Europe in trends like this. And since we're not like separate economies anymore, we are a global economy, it seems. And so we're all kind of in the same boat. So I'd urge you to check it out. I haven't experienced this at my bank, and I have withdrawn larger sums to pay contractors and whatnot, and to keep a little bit on hand. And I have not experienced that yet, but I bank at a larger regional bank. But it really it makes sense to, if you're not a person that's into precious metals, it does make sense to have some on hand, because this can be converted into cash instantly. And people will say, well, if the coin store doesn't have any cash, then you can't convert it. But the thing is, with gold and silver, this has the broadest base of buyer of anything on the planet. I think it probably has a broader base of buyer than food. So it's not like it's something that you can't liquidate. You could go to any country on planet Earth, and this is worth the same amount. So you can use this everywhere. I just wanted to make a video about that and make you guys think, or I mean, the people that are on my channel that are other stackers will already know all this stuff, but if you've come across this video by chance, do yourself a favor to just kind of research why you should own this stuff, because I think that it will come in handy eventually, and it may be crucial to actually have it. But anyway, not much going on today. I've got contractors coming and a busy day. But anyway, that's just my thought for today. I'm going to link those channels below, and urge anybody that just kind of stumbled across this video to do some research. Just take 20 minutes out of your day and do a little search on YouTube on why you should stack precious metals. And I think you'll see that there is wisdom in having this on hand. But anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome day. I will get my butt to work, and I will see you in the next video.